What is culture? We talk about that a lot, that we need to improve it. But what is it? My belief is that culture is every intentional and unintentional act that occurs in an organization. I think about sometimes as a building leader or a district leader, or even in your classroom, if you walk down the hall and you say, good morning, and sometimes you say it 20 times to 20 different people, you're saying good morning, and people really appreciate that. But sometimes there's a one-off chance that someone passes you and you don't say good morning and you didn't think anything of it, but later that person comes back to you and they ask, were you upset with me, or did I do something, or are you okay? All of that is about culture, because every intentional act of saying good morning or unintentional act of not saying it is impacting the organization. So as we're thinking about culture, that's one definition we want to keep in our mind. The other is the idea that culture is a pattern of responses. So as we're leading an organization, understanding that we can directly impact and influence culture because culture is being developed or invented or discovered in the response of the people in how they handle problems. So if you think about in your organization, if you have a set way, a protocol of how you discuss things like I wonder, that is a part of your culture, and it keeps people able to have transparent, open conversations. But you may be in a culture where those protocols aren't in place, and think about how they may be negatively impacting your culture. The other thing that you'll notice below is that the responses that we have, that we're training people to have in our culture, in these environments, that they're also being taught to other people. And the way they're being taught is through immersion. So people are coming in new and they're learning that the way we act, the way we think, and the way we feel and perceive things, that's okay in this organization because it's being allowed. So as leaders, we want to think about that. Every intentional and unintentional act is part of our culture, and how we're responding, how we allow those responses, how we create protocols. It's impacting the environment in which both the educators and the learners are going about their work. And the last definition with culture that I'll share with you is that it's really about your norms, your values, your beliefs, the rituals, and very importantly here, also about the ceremonies and the symbols. So once you've identified the behaviors and the perspectives that you'd like people to have, like a growth mindset, it's very important to begin to celebrate that when you see it and call it out when you see it, so that others know this is the behavior in the organization that we want to have all the time, that it's making way for us to do our work.